have just like Aaron mentioned, they have steamers. If you like the oysters, they have that. They have awesome clam chowder. I mean, we have the best clam chowder in New England. Period. I don't care where you go, from Maine to Rhode Island. We have the best lobsters up the wazoo. They have the best steaks. Their dessert area is crazy. Most of the desserts, chocolate desserts, are made with Ghirardelli chocolate. If you're gonna order any of the specialty drinks, my recommendation is go on a Sunday and order one of their Bloody Marys. Their Bloody Marys.
Bernie got a meal out of his Bloody Mary.
I swear to God, I thought I ordered an appetizer. This thing had everything. This had shrimp in it. It had pickles in it. I mean, I can't remember what else it had in it.
It had olives, celery, carrots.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. And they do it right. Like I said, it's pricey. Yes, it's about $100 a person and everything. But when you go, just make sure you go when you are hungry.
Yeah.
Because it'll be well worth it and stuff. So, again, look it up, NordicLodge.com.
And don't get scared. They say 2 hours. They're not going to kick you out after 2 hours. Like, they will kind of, try to rush you along a little bit. But, I mean, honestly, after about an hour and a half, you ain't eating anymore. Yeah. And, I mean, yeah, you can't just get up and go away and then come back. Like,
there is a recommendation, again, when you're going up to the buffet stations and everything, don't oversize your portions. In other words, you know what I mean. Try everything. You will get full after, as Aaron mentioned, after that hour and a half. So that's something you definitely want to consider. So, anything else? I'm sorry. I know we digressed and everything, but I thought this would be a great dating idea for people to go to. What else you got?
Have breakfast for dinner.
Okay. Now, what does that mean? Like cooking breakfast dinner at home, or going to like a breakfast place for dinner?
Whatever you want it to be. Like, like it says, there's nothing better. There's no better comfort food than pancakes and bacon.
I guess that's true. I guess that's true. We've had breakfast for dinner many times.
Oh yeah.
So that's good stuff. What else?
Go to a theme park. We've got Canopy here. Yeah, it's a little expensive, but you know what? It's nice when you're walking around with somebody and you're able to, share a cotton candy or share, fried dough or, whatever. And, you may not click necessarily with that person, but you still get to spend time with someone else.
It's true. I mean, sometimes those conversations will spark up when you're at an amusement park. Canopy Lake has been here for hundreds of years. I literally can say that. What is it, 1891 or 1901 or something like that? Well, not hundreds, I guess over 100 years, I should say. I prefer Six Flags. I think Six Flags is well worth the money. You can find some coupons out there. There's even coupons out there. Buy one, get one free.
Though. I mean,
well, you could still do Six Flags a day trip.
But that's going to be a long ass fucking ride on the way home if you don't like that person.
No, I guess that's true. Well, it's the same thing if you go into the amusement park. I mean, what happens if all of a sudden, that person, all of a sudden you don't click and, you just spent all that money to go into that amusement park. Then what do? You rode together. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? So whether you go to Canopy.
But at least with Canopy, you could take your own car and meet there.
I guess that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't necessarily have to carpool there. And because it's free parking at Canopy.
I think there should be a lot more. These are great ideas, but for me, I think single people, need more events that are towards the single-minded people. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Is you mentioned the ice cream socials. I think that's a great idea, other than bars.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Singles dances. I think that's a great idea. And these single dances can also have, some themes in there. It's an 80s theme or a beach theme or a luau or whatever. And I think this is something that I've seen in the past, but it just needs to happen more. I know that there's a together singles dance that I think it happens once a month in Salem, I think, and you don't see those anymore around here.
I think they're at the Radisson now.
Oh, well, maybe it is at the Radisson. I don't know.
Anyways,
but
we'll keep going.
Keep going.
Go to an outdoor movie or concert.
Outdoor movie or concert. Yeah, those are cool. You know, theater in the park kind of things. Yeah. Okay.
Take a coffee walk.
What does that mean?
Sitting at your favorite coffee shop outside, pick up a coffee and go for a walk around the neighborhood. Or, you know, go pick up a coffee and go sit at the park, that kind of stuff. Sometimes I know I've seen, especially in Boston, they have like the little carts that have coffee, you know, coffee vendors, and you can just grab a coffee in Boston and just walk around Faneuil Hall, or you know what I mean, like that kind of stuff.
That I think that's a wonderful dating idea. If you really, you know, you want to spend some time doing something historical, great foods, great eateries, and learn about a particular city, I think Boston is the city to do it. And I also think Philadelphia is another city to do it. New York City, you need to spend more than a day down there because there's a lot to do. Not necessarily Times Square, but again, Rockefeller Center. But those types of dating ideas where you can go with someone and experience the city. You know, Boston has their North End, the Italian city. New York has their Chinatown and great eateries down there. Philadelphia as well. Philadelphia has some great tours. San Francisco is another city that has some great tours. The Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, so much to do. San Francisco.
Philly had an awesome one.
Yeah, San Francisco also has has Fisherman's Wharf, similar to what Boston has, and you have all kinds of other great cities that you can do that too. New Orleans. Another great city. You don't necessarily have to go for Mardi Gras. During the summertime, there's all kinds of outdoor enjoyment. Again, those are some great things that, you know, you don't necessarily have to go necessarily in a drink, even just with a bunch of friends or with a friend or whatever, just to experience these things. Life is too short, and I think these are the things that a lot of people need to do. Again, like you mentioned, you know, other than bars.
Another one is watch a sunset or airplanes come in. Grab your favorite snacks and hang out on the back of a car.
Sounds like a country song.
Hey, I like that. I'm okay with that.
Well, I'd rather be on the plane.
Yeah, well.
No. I've you know, I've been to Boston.
I like watching them. Like,
where they take off and they land and stuff. Yeah, you could do that at.
You can do that right here in Nashua.
In Manchester, and the Nashua Airport as well and stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Check out minor league sports games.
That is cheap entertainment. That is pretty cool. Nashua has Holman Stadium, and we have the Nashua Silver Knights, and going to a game in Manchester as well to go see the Manchester Monarchs for the hockey, and then oh my God, I just lost it. Who's at? We have the what's the Manchester team? The baseball team. Oh my God, I should be ashamed of myself.
It's Northeast Delta Dental
I know,
State Fisher Cats.
Now Fisher Cats. I'm so sorry. Fisher Cats, I apologize. Here, I do apologize. And let me tell you, this is a sincere apology. Now, here's why. We work with the Manchester Monarchs and the Fisher Cats and with the Silver Knights. We do all kinds of fundraising and stuff, and we always call them for tickets and stuff, and I feel so ashamed right now. So, Fisher Cats, my sincerest apologies for not remembering your name. I will make it up to you. I promise you, when we have a night off, I will have someone cover a particular night, and I will go and see you for a game or two. So, what else you got?
Okay, so for people like me, a zoo. Go walk around. We've got a couple here in Mass that are
they're acceptable and stuff. Yeah, they're good. The Franklin Park Zoo is pretty cool. The
Roger Williams in Rhode Island is
phenomenal. Two aquariums that I love is the Boston Aquarium. That's one of them. And we were lucky enough to to enjoy the Mystic Aquarium in Mystic, Connecticut as well. One of
It's
the best.
small,
It is small, but it was
cool.
gotta check out the Sea Lion show.
That was awesome.
That was crazy good. That was unbelievable. What else you got?
Let's see. So this kind of goes like on ours, but try a painting class. You don't have to be Picasso to enjoy just, painting, even if you're not a great painter, they make it pretty
They have
pretty easy in order to follow along.
Now, here you bring up a good point. Now, they have those sip and paint kind of things that you have all over everywhere, Manchester and Merrimack and Bedford and Nashua and stuff. Now, what's happening, I've also been seeing, is these sip and paint companies that put these on have their own locations.
Yeah, we've got one right over here.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's one in downtown Nashua you can go to. So you don't necessarily have to go to a bar or that particular event to enjoy. You can actually go to look it up. You can Google this stuff. It's great. What else?
Go bowling.
Bowling is great.
Whether you need to put up the bumpers or not to make people like me be able to bowl. It's a great way to just be silly and not really have to be super competitive. If you're going golfing or whatever, you tend to be super competitive, but I guess you could do, mini golf, bowling, bumper cars. I don't know,
Here's another thing. If you like the whole amusement ride kind of thing, great place in Litchfield called Mel's Funway Park.
Yeah.
Go there. Batting cages. They have bumper cars. They have
Ice
racing
cream.
cars. Ice cream there. Laser tag.
Can you tell Erin wants ice cream?
You know what I mean? So they have all kinds of great stuff. Mel's Funway Park.
Lady wants ice
We've
cream.
worked at that location too. They put on some corporate events, and sometimes they hire us, sometimes they don't. But they have some great stuff over there too. Mini golf, the batting cages, as I mentioned. They also have go-karts. Great stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to be for families. It's great for the dating scene as well.
Okay, so I've only got like 2 or 3 more. Some of them I don't agree with, and I think they're horrible ideas, but try a trivia night. From what I see, most trivia nights happen in bars, but I'm sure you could probably find, a place that doesn't consist of a bar. I don't know, a restaurant maybe.
Now, here's something that, again, I guess my brain is already developing these particular ideas. Maybe this is something that maybe Perfect Entertainment can enable. Because I think there should be maybe a couple, you could say couple trivia events, trivia just for couples. Some of the single mingle dances maybe we can put on. Ice cream social, that's something that we can definitely put on with some music in the background. I just see a lot of single people out there struggling, and you can see that on Facebook all the time, going, it looks like it's another Saturday night alone watching Netflix or something, and I guess you're right. There's a lot of people that don't know what to do, where to go, where to turn, and they have their friends, setting them up with blind dates or dates, and they don't necessarily work, and they get frustrated, and then all of a sudden they start to get discouraged, in the dating world and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess I'm talking out loud here, but maybe that's something that Perfect Entertainment can probably provide something in the future. We got a full plate right now as it is.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
No, somebody posted a video of a lady getting run over.
I saw that. Oh, yeah, don't click on that. All right, so we have a few minutes left here. The next major event. All right, so let me explain something to you. We received a phone call from RibFest. RibFest this year, obviously, as you guys know, happens on Father's Day weekend. We were called to help out. We were able to help out RibFest on with something particular. I don't want to get into details about that too, but we definitely want to talk about